Yeah, because nothing says supportive birth partner like suggestively rubbing your thigh in the middle of a contraction. Get outta here with that. The season 19 reunion would be so much better if everyone were actually in the same room for once. No need for them all to cram onto one couch though. But, I mean, it would be way more entertaining if there were 3 hosts instead of just one. Picture this: fresh King Benjamin, Cody's nephew, who's somehow more interesting than Cody, along with Melanie and Corey from Note to Self 444. They could really go after Cody and Robin, especially when it comes to their shady take on the rules of the AUB. And as for Tony, he's cringe, always trying way too hard for the camera. Honestly, I'm pretty sure his wife is angling for a spinoff and has him cranking up the personality to 11 just to get noticed. You know, Tony and Mike Helty are the kind of couple that just love pushing each other's buttons. Can you imagine what their home life is like? A never-ending game of one-upmanship, where they're always trying to outdo each other in the most dramatic, cringy way possible. I was procrastinating again and couldn't help but wonder what Cody and Robin's lives might look like in 10 or 15 years. I imagined Cody's once blonde hair turning into a sad shade of pale gray, his hairline retreating far behind his head, leaving just those 2 ridiculous, frizzy locks in the front that have survived years of bleaching. Meanwhile, Robin's brown hair would have turned completely white, not gray, white. After decades of putting up with Cody's outbursts, his neediness, and his general chaos. Her signature frown is now deeply etched into her face, permanently set as her resting expression. And as for their phone, never ringing. Cody's birthday will come and go without a single call, and he'll grumble, "Well, Robin, there's another birthday where no one calls." How could they be so ungrateful? I gave them everything a father could give. I bet their mothers are gossiping about me. I'm pretty sure Robin is just hanging on, hoping to outlast him. But hey, if he suddenly drops dead, I've got my first suspect. Realistically though, I think she'll stick around until the cameras leave. A few years later, we'll probably see a headline in InTouch about their divorce. Honestly, part of me still thinks Cody and Robin will make it though. They've been a solid team at getting rid of everyone else. Sure, Cody might harbor some resentment toward Robin when things go south. He's never one to take responsibility for his own messes, but in the end, I think they'll stay together. Once the show wraps up and the money dries up, they're going to be absolutely broke. Better hope they've got good equity in that ugly mansion, or else they're in trouble. And let's not forget, Robin's kids will probably still be living with them well into their 50s. But let's be real, Cody and Robin are way in over their heads with that flashy new McMansion and their ridiculous spending habits. Once the show ends, probably in a year or 2, and the paycheck stops rolling in, reality's going to hit hard. Robin's already all in on the over-the-top lifestyle, so I'm guessing she won't be so enamored with life with Cody once that reality check comes. At some point, they're going to start turning on each other. There's a huge rift already, and neither of them can let go of anything. Robin's losing respect for Cody, rightfully so, and if Cody senses her pulling away, he'll self-destruct even more. I can totally see her eventually confiding in Christine or Janelle, and once all her kids are married off, I think that'll be the final straw. It's over. Cody says, "I think Robin's the most comfortable person for any of my children to speak with." Sure, buddy, that's what you meant. What he really means is that Robin's kids are the only ones who count as his, and those kids are so terrified of him that they can't talk about anything serious, like dating or religion. But yeah, Robin's totally the go-to person for all their emotional needs. I'm sure what he actually meant is that Robin is the gatekeeper to any relationships he might have with his non-Robin children. That's probably why Janelle is always harping on her kids to apologize to Robin. Cody? Definitely not winning any Father of the Year awards. It all makes perfect sense now, right? I heard Cody say that, and honestly, I couldn't decide if he was delusional, clueless, or just completely oblivious to what he was even saying. Christine was the one holding down the fort with the kids, doing the before and after school care, homeschooling, all that stuff. So yeah, naturally her kids are comfortable around her. Janelle's laid-back vibe made her home just as easy for her 6 kids to bounce between, so of course they're comfortable there too. Mary was always the bad cop in this mess, and Cody? Well, Cody's Cody. Enough said. But then there's Robin. She acts like she's the expert on absolutely everything, yet somehow, she's the least welcoming person in the whole family. She's the one who insists on pushing her traditions, so much so that the Friday night family dinners vanished when she showed up. And let's not forget the whole text gift exchange debacle.